Mir Qasim, puppet turned patriot or power hungry rebel? Was Mir Qasim resisting colonial greed or rewriting loyalty for ambition? It really depends on perspective. It means the ability to think about problems and decisions in a reasonable way without exaggerating them. Mir Qasim, ruler of Bengal from 1760 to 1763, is a complex figure. 1757 Battle of Plassey, Robert Clive defeats Nawab Siraj ud Dowlah. Mir Jafar is installed as Nawab of Bengal, basically a puppet for the British. 1760 Mir Qasim becomes Nawab. Mir Qasim is installed as Nawab with help from Vansittart, the then governor of British East India Company, in exchange for huge payments to the East India Company. 1761 to 1762, Mir Qasim asserts independence, moves his capital from Murshidabad to Manga, safer, more defensible, rebuilds his army, reforms taxes, and tries to stop the British from abusing their trade privileges. From the British East India Company's view, he was a traitor. Initially, they helped him become Nawab, expecting him to be their puppet. But when he started resisting their control, especially over trade privileges and taxes, they saw him as a rebel and enemy. From an Indian nationalist view, especially later during India's freedom struggle, he could be seen as a freedom fighter, someone who resisted foreign exploitation. He tried to reform Bengal's administration, strengthen its army, and assert independence against the East India Company's growing dominance. Realistically, at the time, Mir Qasim was mainly fighting for his own power, not for a broader idea of Indian nationhood, because nationalism, as we know it, didn't exist yet in the 18th century. He allied with other Indian rulers like Shuja-ud-Dawla and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II against the British, but was defeated at the Battle of Buxar, 1764. In short, traitor to the British East India Company, freedom fighter. If you view any resistance to colonialism as part of the larger struggle for Indian self rule, pragmatic power player. Mir Qasim was a smart and practical leader. He focused on gaining and keeping power. If you look at history without emotions, he was not a hero or a villain. He was simply doing what he thought was best for himself and his rule.